Hi, my name is Lauren Sills, and I'm going to tell you tonight about my model of communication. In my model of communication, there are two parties involved in interpersonal communication. You have your sender and your receiver. The sender is going to be the one that initiates the conversation or the message that is going to be relayed to the receiver. The sender is the one that encodes that information. Now, they encode this information by deciding the word choice or how they're going to format their message that they're going to send. And there are many different ways to communicate. Communication goes far beyond just talking. There is body language and your attitude and gestures and facial expressions that all come into play as well when communicating. Now, there are several different channels that you can pass your message along, and those channels could be examples like text message, email, face-to-face communication, video chats, and all of that. The sender chooses how they want to send their message. They choose the channel that they're going to send it on, and then the receiver is going to decode that information. Now, they do this by interpreting how your word choice was and what they feel like you were trying to say, or how you displayed your message that was sent to them, whether, say, you send an email and you used all capital letters versus an email that's very formal. Your recipient is going to decode that information to decide whether this is going to be a professional email or if this is a colleague that's just trying to message you about the weekend. So all of that information can be also affected by noise. Now, there's many different examples of noise as well that can interfere with the message being transferred from the sender to the receiver. Some of those examples are your age, gender, race, nationality of where you come from and the things that you view as normal or weird, as well as your attitude that the person that's receiving the message thinks you sent your message in. If they think that you have a stinky attitude, they're going to think that your message is going to be taken in a negative way. Versus if you come off as very cheery and positive, they're going to be more likely to be received well. Now, all of my model is centered around context, because if you take just a portion of a conversation out of context, then you completely misconstrue the message. You can't be certain that the message from the sender is truly portrayed to the receiver the way intended when it's taken out of context. So if everything is not in context, then you don't have good communication. And that's my idea of the communication model. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.